In this video, I am going to be showing you how to customize a wig. It'll be very detailed but very fast at the same time. I know you guys do not want to watch the whole thing. So this wig is by Bobby Boss and it is the Keva. At the end, you will see me doing my pros and my cons on this wig. I did not get to upload a video after I finished with this wig. So I did one today and it'll be an update on how I think the wig actually holds up. So let's get started. Right here, you see me going in and I will be plucking the hairline. The reason why I want to pluck the hairline is to make it have a more realistic look. As you can see, I will be starting off with the tweezers, but I end up just plucking it with my hands because I feel like it's a more faster method and I have more control over what I pluck out instead of plucking it with the tweezers. My wig head was moving all over the place, so I had to put a towel up underneath to have more control over it. Um, it worked, but I really need to invest in another wig head. Right here, I'm going in and cutting the baby hair some because the baby hairs on this unit was just a little bit too long for my liking. Right here, you can see me. I take my water bottle so I can tame the flyaways. And then the next thing I'll be doing is going in with my Style Factor Edge Booster to lay down those baby hairs. The next thing you want to do is go in with some type of foaming mousse to lay down those baby hairs. And then I'm going to take my wraps and I'm going to wrap the hair and leave it up for about 20 minutes before I install the wig. Good morning, my lovely ladies. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning into my channel. Um, in a video that I attached, I did a wig review and I showed you guys everything, but what I didn't do is show you how it looks on. So I have worn this wig before. I am going to show you how it looks on. Being that I've worn it before, let me show you guys. You can see that the lace has glue and gunk and stuff on it. So what I'm going to do is clean it off and I'm going to reinstall it so you guys can see how it looks on. I can go ahead and give you some pros and cons of the wig, being that I've worn it before. Number one, when you get this wig, the lace is very, very white. You have to do a lot of work to it. I use my Fit Me powder as well as my Fit Me concealer. I just put a little bit on in the color 355. You do have to melt this lace because it's not one of those put on and go kind of wigs. You have to do a little work to it. So like I said, I'm gonna get this off and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys how it looks and we will go from there. So as you can see, when I put the wig on, just straight put it on, this is how the hairline looks. And this is definitely a no-go. So what we have to do is fix it. But again, as you can see, the hairline is plucked. And if you looked at my previous video, you've seen how I cut the baby hairs and all of that good stuff. So right now, I'm just going to show you how I glue it down and how I melt the lace, this part right here, into my scalp. So first, I am going to put my Got To Be glue. I usually use the Got To Be glue spray, but I have ran out, so I have to use this stuff. If I had my human wigs, I use the bow hold or something like that because I know that wig I'm going to keep on for a little while. But whenever I'm wearing a synthetic unit, I usually take it off at nighttime before I go to sleep because you know, with those wigs, it gets tangled and matted up real bad. So I suggest that you guys do the same thing. And if you take it off at night, you put it in the bag. And I encourage you, do not wear your wigs, the same wig every day, especially if you want to keep it for a while. Because, like I mentioned, they get tangled really bad. So as you can see, it melted down just a little bit. Like I said, this lace is kind of hard to work with, so I don't feel like it's beginner friendly. So if you're new to it, I would suggest you start with something a little more easier, because this lace is something else. The good thing about it though, it comes with wide parting. It also has where you can party anywhere. Like I mentioned in previous videos, I like for my part to be on the side. I'm really not a big fan of middle parts. I feel like it makes my forehead look really big. But hey, some people like it, some people don't. For it to be a synthetic unit, it has a lot of body in it, and that's what I like as well. But being that I can still see the indentions, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with more powder and just define my part and try to cover up as much of this lace that I can. But you got to keep in mind too that if you decide to lay baby hairs, that'll cover it up too. I also gonna go in with my hot comb so I can lay down all of these flyaways that you see. And again, I'm gonna go in with my powder because I can still see it right here. You guys see it? I can still see it right there. So I'm gonna go in with my powder. This wig right here is being something else. And keep in mind when you're using a hot comb or any kind of heat on these synthetic wigs, do not, I repeat, do not go all the way down to the bottom, because it'll mess up the bounce in it. So, and the texture. So you see that parting space, but again, you can still see the indentions, but I'm gonna take care of that. And keep in mind that I've worn this wig before, so I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's from where I put my powder last time. I can still see it, and it makes it look a little. I don't want to say dirty. I just don't like the way it looks. So that's why you see me going in and putting more got to be glue, so I can try to melt it as much as possible, even with that makeup on it. Okay, ladies, this is the finished look. Again, keep in mind that I have worn this wig before, and it was kind of hard to melt the lace without washing all of the concealer and stuff off, but this is good for today. And the reason why I like this wig so much is because, number one, I like bob wigs. Number two, can you see the movement in it, baby? I love bobs. It reminds me of Taraji P. And I love her. And like I said, you can wear it in the middle part, you can wear it in the side part, and you can wear it on the side. The lace is goes back about this far. So it has a lot of parting space. And as I mentioned, as you guys can see, you can just twist it to either side. But it's good. It doesn't tangle bad. It doesn't shed. I think I paid about $60 or $70 for this on Amazon. So you guys can go there and get it. It does come in different colors. I just like black. So whatever floats your boat. Just keep in mind, like I said, the lace comes like kind of off. It's not white, but it's a light color. So it takes some work to get it to where you want it to be. Basically, just make sure you have some concealer or some powder, your color, or you can use the spray, tan spray that you put on your legs. But make sure if you do that, you spray it back far so that glitter that's in that spray will not transfer onto your lace. I will do a review on it and show you guys how to do it and do it correctly. But until next time, ladies, have a good day. Be safe out there in this quarantine. Also, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you'd like to see me do any videos, just link it down below. Bye.